Hey ORL staff, we've got hall closing coming up, and I can think of no more boring a training video than how to do hall closing. So, to make this video only slightly more interesting, all you need to do is count the number of times Jerry Olson appears on the screen and email the correct number to that address on your screen and win for your staff a plate of fresh homemade chocolate chip cookies. That's one. All right, so we've got hall closing coming up. There's a few things we wanted to bring to your attention. Let's go to the training video. As you know, when residents are ready to leave campus after finals, they find an ORL staff member at the checkout station in your hall. First, ask if the student is ready to check out. All personal belongings are moved out and the room is clean. Get the room inspection card for the student's room and go with the resident to their room. Residents should always be able to find a staff member to check out. A checkout inspection for a room where the student has followed all of the guidelines should take no more than 2 to 3 minutes. Messy rooms or rooms with a lot of damage could take a good 7 to 10 minutes and might require that you return to do another inspection after the student has followed through on concerns you identify. You should inspect the refrigerator, checking to make sure that it's unplugged and both the freezer drip tray and the back condensation tray are empty. The door of the refrigerator should stay open so it can completely dry out. You should check to make sure the room is broom swept. If their roommate has not moved out yet, you'll have to ask them to show you their half of the room. If you find any damage, such as paint chipped off the wall, ask the resident about it and make a notation on the room inspection card. When you get the room inspection card, it will contain the notes from move-in. You should indicate any damage or missing items and indicate who is responsible for the item. The resident signs the form and you indicate that you conducted the inspection. Potential charges are listed on the back of the room inspection card. Although ORL staff do not determine final charges, you should circle potential charges and make any notes that would be useful for the housing staff. ORL staff should not promise any resident whether or not they'll get charged for anything. The housing managers make that determination after they receive all the room inspection cards and do some follow-up inspections. So that's the basic process. The ORL staff will conduct room inspections on Friday afternoon and evening for any student who fails to check out before leaving. Trust me, the process works a lot better for everyone when the resident is there for the room inspection. Now what you'll see are videos and images from last year that document some problems. These issues not only resulted in significant charges for students, but also made it more difficult for the university to prepare the rooms for future students.
Refrigerator on top of the dresser, which is okay, but it was left on with food items in it. The closet doors have been removed. See, there are butterflies stuck to the walls, 22 to be exact, and it tore, when she was peeling it off, it tore it down to that. This room's going to have to be totally repainted. Tape residue, wall damage, foam tape wasn't removed. Residue from duct tape up in the corner, residue from duct tape. Seen something on the inside of the door that's made the varnish bubble up. Coming over to the wall, there are several pieces of tape. And we have a comment left on the wall. Emily is the asbestos right there. More on. We have these tacks all the way around the rooms. The tape, more of them over here, all the way around, and damage to the wall. The ceiling tiles have all these tic-tac things, holes all the way around, too many to count. Three to cover up by painting at least 2 different walls. That's an unauthorized hook. Coming in here, they left clock with tape, so that's another charge. Another piece of tape over here, that 3M sticker tape. Let's say the students probably did not follow proper checkout procedure. Seems how the room looks like. Bad stuff. Closet has stuff in it, hangers, storage bins, both beds, both desks. So we'll figure out charges for this room. Closet door handle broken. Looking at the ceiling, there are several pieces of tape on the ceiling. Coming down the stanchion, tape. Tape over here on the stanchion. More on the ceiling, we got strings hanging from the ceiling. Closet door has been removed, not replaced. 235. Tape on the door. Students probably did not follow proper checkout procedures, because if they did, this room wouldn't probably look like this. There are going to be multiple charges in this room for cleaning, tape, and I will be forwarding it to Rashawn because there's some wine coolers there. There's an open one up here, so he can send possible charges to Austin. As you can see, the special projects person will have several items to bag up out of this room. The light cover is missing. Bathroom has several items in it also. But coming in here to take a look at the refrigerator, there's the light cover. A gallon of fermented chocolate milk. I'm sure that would be pleasant if somebody opened it. Opening the refrigerator door. Oh my.
Since most of the housekeeping staff across campus will be helping to prepare the halls being used for commencement housing, it's imperative that students take their trash directly out to the dumpsters. Most of the trash rooms in the residence halls will be closed off on Thursday and Friday. Having ORL staff present and diligently reminding students to take their own trash out is important to keeping the hallways clear. All trash should be put in large plastic bags that are tied closed to help avoid trash from getting all over the place. We can get plenty of trash bags from the housing staff. If the dumpster is full, trash should be piled in bags near but not in front of or adjacent to the dumpster. We don't want to block the dumpsters from being emptied, as you see here. Carpets should be taken outside to the location designated by the housing managers. They should not be put in the small dumpsters. In a few cases, we'll have large roll-off dumpsters. Carpets can be put directly into those. During move-out, we'll also be participating in Sharefest, a community-wide effort to divert still usable items from the trash. You can help remind students of what's being collected and where your collection site is in your building. You can also help to keep the Sharefest area orderly to facilitate easy pickup. These materials are given to needy families or sold at local thrift stores to benefit social service agencies in Butler County. If you have any questions about Move Out, please ask your supervisor. Thanks in advance for all of your help.